Hey everybody, what's going on? Hellmite here, bringing you another video from Grab the Lantern today. It's Tuesday and the patch notes have been posted, which means it's time for us to take a look at the top 5 changes of patch 12.21. This is an absolutely minuscule patch here, you guys, so there's not that much to talk about. I probably could have gone through every single change if I wanted to, but I'm just going to cover the top 5 here today, talking about the number 5 change here first, which is Casante's release. He is going to be going live with this patch. You can be looking forward to Casante. He looks like he's going to be mostly a top laner. I wouldn't be surprised if he saw play in the jungle as well, and he's a very interesting playstyle of being able to go full tank, but shed his durability for damage when the time is right. He has a very cool ultimate, and I'm very excited to play him because this is the first new top laner we've gotten since Set, who was released in January of 2020. Yeah, it's been quite some time since we've gotten a new one, so I'm excited for Casante to finally be going live. The number 4 change on this week's patch are the Malzahar buffs. We were really strapped for changes here, guys, and this is the most relevant thing on the patch, so we're talking about him. Malzahar's E now executes low-health minions, and this is more of a quality-of-life change than anything else. It makes him way more reliably able to last hit or wave clear, especially because it helps prevent allied minions from stealing your hard-earned CS, or as opposed to the ability wears off and leaves a minion at low health that now you can't last hit because it's taking damage from allied minions. It's fundamentally not really a buff, but it's a very nice quality-of-life change that will make Malzahar much nicer to play going forwards. The number 3 change on this week's patch are the Blitzcrank nerfs. Now, Blitz is still too strong in the support role while being merely playable in the jungle. As a result, Riot are trying to rework Blitzcrank a little bit here to remove some of their power in both positions, because it's kind of hard for them to only hit the jungle without also hitting their support role at this point. Blitz will have lower health and magic resistance, giving them more of a weakness to poke champions bot lane, and they'll have less ability to punch you out with raw attack speed thanks to the W changes. These aren't fundamentally huge nerfs to Blitzcrank, but they will certainly be felt at every position Blitz is playable at, which I think is probably fair. The number 2 change on this week's patch are the Bel'Veth nerfs. She's been getting played professionally and even drawing bans, so I guess she's strong enough to warrant nerfs, maybe? Sure, fine, why not? More likely she's being nerfed for elite play, honestly, but either way. The E being on a longer cooldown will make her more vulnerable when farming if she's using it to farm, but it doesn't fundamentally change how often she'll get it during fights. This is still a once-a-team fight cooldown that she'll have to be very measured about using, so it's going to hurt her early game especially, because you'll just have less access to it overall, and we'll have to make the very conscious decision of, do I use this to farm faster, or do I save it for in case I get invaded, or save it for the crab spawn, which is coming up shortly, right? There are decisions to be made there for Bel'Veth now, but fundamentally it doesn't change too much of her team fighting. Their Remora health going down also helps deal with the massive waves she can stack, but it doesn't change the fact that you still basically can't fight her if she's in a school of Remora, nor does it matter in most Bel'Veth scenarios, because she only ever gets Remora when she's in her true form after taking a Herald or Baron. Fundamentally, not that much is changing with Endless Banquet here, you guys. So Bel'Veth is getting weaker. I think the E-change is the most important thing here, but it's not by that much, in all honesty. Finally, the number 1 change on patch 12.21 are the Misfortune changes. Yeah, I know, crazy, right? This is the most impactful thing, but these, I think, are actually really interesting changes here. They're intended to be nerfs to her AD carry performance while buffing up her AP build. The E is going to be slowing for 10% less if you're not building AP, which is a sizable nerf, but honestly, I think this mostly just washes out to a net buff for AP Misfortune. I think ADC is still plenty playable after these changes. It hurts a little bit, but fundamentally, unless you were going for the E-max poke someone out of lane build, you probably don't care about the slow too much anyways. It's mostly about getting the damage in, and AP is going to be actually very, very tasty after these changes. 120% AP scaling on Make It Rain. The slow scaling 6% per 100 AP is another really powerful change here, or having a better AP scaling as well. There's a lot of things that I think make APMF very, very scary now, and legitimately I think this is a potentially very powerful pick, so I'm excited to see where players take this when 12.21 goes live. But that is going to be it for me today, guys. Those are the top 5 changes of patch 12.21. Let me know which change is the most impactful or you're most excited for down in the comment section below. I know there's not a lot there, but let me know regardless. If you enjoyed the video today, go ahead and leave it a like. And if you really enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. I upload a video every Monday, Friday, and on patch days as well. Once again, thank you guys so very much for watching. I do appreciate it. And I'll talk to you all later.